right. Time to get these brows going. I already got everything else working. Okay. I got my creams on. I had to turn my fan off. It makes my eyes water. I've got my creams on. I've got my, what do you call it? Face glue. I got that on. And a little bit of Jerome Alexander on my forehead. I've also dabbed it really good. Because I don't want to get too much. And then it gets in your lines when you're older like me. And I imagine young folk, I imagine there's got to be a couple lines. Oh. A friend of mine told me, good morning, sunshine. I'm going to try to be sunshine today. I'm nervous. I'm always nervous. I'm like a cat on a hot tin roof. Actually, I think my cats would like... Oh, well, Tom Tom would. I guess unless it was too hot. So I put the flea medicine on the cats I could catch, and then Maddie, I've got to give her a bath this evening. And I got to change out her bedding because down here, you know, the fleas don't ever die off because of the warmth. And it's like summer out there, man. It was up into the 80s yesterday. It's insanity. We're warmer than usual is what they said. So we had the cold snap come through. We were colder than usual. And now we're warmer than usual. So needless to say, the fleas don't get killed out like they do up north, unfortunately. I mean, you know, I guess it comes with negatives and positives, right? I can't believe today's only Tuesday. Ugh. Only Tuesday. I felt like at least it should be Wednesday. Hi, Aliyah. Alia? Alia. Is that it? Is that how you say it? Tell me. So do I need to follow? I should follow you, right? Okay. Do you have a YouTube? Hi, Singa girls. Indonesia. Yay. That's cool. Cool. I know, right? Right now it is 5:11. Close. 5:13 is what my Alexa says. In the morning. I'm getting ready for work. I know time zones are cray. They are definitely different, aren't they? I have got to dye my hair. I don't look forward to doing it. That's why the dye is just sitting there on the back of the toilet looking at me like, are you ever going to use me? I need to because you can see the grays. But what's cool is that my hair's real light and it helps. It helps. It's messy this morning, but I don't care. What I am wearing that I do love, I have to show you. Now, this is the first time I've wore it. Let me set some stuff over there. I crocheted this, and so I'm wearing this today with a nice brooch to hold it on because it's off the shoulder. But yeah, I crocheted it, and I haven't wore it yet. I love this material. I love it. It's so pretty. Look how pretty. Y'all, I've got a crazy thing about yarn. I'll give you a sneak peek. That's my yarn back there. All that and around the corner. And that's my baby, Maddie. Maddie, say hello to everybody. Hello. So I have to put like a little fence in between. I love you too, honey. Thank you, honey. Ilya. I really like it. Look, everybody's coming to work already. Okay. Okay. I'm seeing the stuff I've got to do today. That was another thing I have to do that I didn't do yesterday. So let me tell you. What's scary? All the yarn? Is the yarn scary or my dog? My dog is not. She's sweet. Do you find that people bother you less? I look what I did, y'all. I got powder all over my drink. So I flipped the lid that has my white powder in it. So what do you do, Ilya? Can I ask you that? I shouldn't ask you because I don't say what I do. So I shouldn't ask. Okay, never mind, Ilya. Excuse me. Don't answer. Okay, look. This is what I'm going to be wearing today. The ASPTA, it's Paradise Fallen is the name of it. And here are the colors. Nice purples. Purple nurples. I'm going to use this first, which is the white. Do you? Oh my gosh, is that cool? I bet you meet a lot of neat people, really cool people. You know, at one point in time, I thought about doing that, driving a truck. The closest I ever got was driving a truck, but not where you have to have a Class A. It was just a regular flatbed work truck. And I delivered and picked up parts for a machine shop. And let me tell you something. Those guys, they've been in, I'm sure a lot of them been in jail. A lot of them have had rough times with Popo. But they were the best guys ever. They would be the ones that I would call and they would come to help me. Oh yeah. Hello. I love you too, honey. Okay, I want to try to shape these a little bit more before I put... Before I put on my eyeshadow. Okay, there we go. That's okay. Stop. Do I know when to stop? Sometimes it's a big no. Sometimes it is a no, y'all. All right, let me be careful. All right, let me smush it. You know what I can't find? My Dr. Pen. It's got to be around here unless I accidentally dropped in the trash can and I threw it away. I hope not. It's a pen that has little needles on it. And it's supposed to help collagen produce more in your skin, which makes your skin younger. I never stick with nothing long enough to really see if it works or not. But I would like to know what I did with it. Gosh. Okay. Now I'm going to put this on. Okay, I'm gonna try this sticker, y'all. There we go. Okay. So, I see Indonesia. Where else are we? Okay. There we go. So I see that, hello, Alfonsina? Neat name. So tell me, where are y'all from? Everybody watching, where are you from? I'm from United States. I'm from Texas, from Houston, if you know where that's at. I'm just north of Houston. Y'all should have seen, oh my gosh, on the news this morning, there was a one-way driver wreck. Woo! You gotta be careful because people are crazy. I swear they did a head-on, both of them. Because the speed limits are usually, what is it, 65? So 65, if they were both going 65, if they were both going the speed limit, they were going, what, 130? I'm sorry, I'm bad with math. Greece. Cool. How you say that? Var? Is it just Var? I'm not sure. I'm bad with names. Greece. Oh my gosh, I would love to go there. My son and my daughter-in-law and the kids, they went. The pictures that they brought back were stunning. And also my cousins went. I've been to England, London, and then I've been to the Middle East. And that was pretty cool because I got to walk around where Jesus walked and the disciples. And I mean, just the thought of that was amazing to me. Romans with the Roman architecture, which I'm sure is fantastic in Greece. But it was, for people that are like over here. Hi, Barbara. Okay. For people that are over here in the United States, we read about these things, but most of us don't get to go. Most of us stay here, or we go somewhere in the United States. But there's some that are lucky and blessed enough to be able to travel like that. But my traveling days are over. The most I'll be doing is getting on a plane and going to see my kids, or my son. I only have one kid, but I have 2 grandkids. I'll be going to see my son and daughter-in-law in Minnesota. But I need y'all to pray that he gets this job. He's got a second callback interview today. If he does, they'll be moving to Florida. And I can get in my little Kia and bebop my butt over there. I don't know. Where is SpaceX? Echo. Where is SpaceX located in Florida?
I found a SpaceX. SpaceX is 908.9 miles away in Brevard.
Echo. How long does it take to drive from Conroe, Texas to Brevard, Florida?
Sorry, I didn't understand the question I heard.
Okay, let's go with Orlando. Echo. How long does it take to drive from Conroe, Texas to Orlando, Florida?
From Conroe, a drive to Orlando would take about 13 hours and 42 minutes.
Oh, my Lord. Thank you. Oh, Echo. How long does it take to drive from Conroe, Texas to Grand Rapids, Minnesota?
From Conroe, a drive to Grand Rapids would take about 19 hours and 28 minutes.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Happy to help.
So they'll be a couple, they might be a little closer, but let me tell you something. They will be much warmer, okay? It is bad up there. It is bad. I'm not supposed to be talking about it, I think. But they don't watch this channel. I didn't realize that till it's too late. I'm on a live. Ah. Anyway. So yeah, that would be awesome. But you know what I told him? I said, whatever it is, it's God's will, right? Canada. Yay. So you know what it's like being cold, girl. He'll send me a feels like temperature of negative 40-something degrees. I'm like, man, I'd never come out of the house. And golly, what's scary about that? I mean, us, yeah, it gets hot. It does get hot. But there's places you can go to cool off and stuff. But if you get really cold, you're toast, girl. Right? Right, Ilya? How cold does it get where you're at? Like the regular temperature and the feel like temperature. What's the coldest here? What is it today? It hasn't? Ugh, girl. I can't do it. And it's scary. To me, it's scary, but that's because I grew up down here. See, now we have hurricanes that come in, and those are pretty terrifying. So, you know what? Give and take wherever you live. There's no place perfect. I have a friend that's in San Juan. It's beautiful. Is it perfect? No, because they're right there in the middle where all them daggum hurricanes come across it. Hi, Kara. How are you, honey? Yeah, I can't imagine. I've been up there, like they got married when to them it wasn't cold. To me it was freezing. But they got married, I can't remember what month it was. But I sat in a car with the caterer. My son was acting silly back then. So, and I understand. He was in a trailer with his... There were some girls in there too, but he didn't want me in there. I get it. I'm the boring old mom. So I went and I sat in the car with the caterer to try to keep warm. I was alone, man. I went up there by myself. I didn't know any of these people. It was very uncomfortable. I didn't like it at all. But now I kind of know them. They still won't friend me on Facebook, but when I'm up there, they're very nice to me. So it's scary to me. What if I moved up there, because that's what he'd been wanting. What if I moved up there and then he got another job and left me? 22 degrees. No. It's too cold. It's too cold, girl. The thoughts of my fingers hurting like that. Even, I mean, I know you put gloves on and stuff, but ow. In Texas, we're not prepared for that kind of stuff. Maybe further up north, but we're not prepared. We do have warming centers and stuff like that for like the homeless people, if they'll go in them, which is sad. We've got a lot of homeless. I think the whole United States has a lot of homeless people. We've got a lot. Girl, flip-flops in that weather? Man, my toes right now start hurting just thinking about it. We had that cold snap that came through. I put on my my coat, my scarf, I couldn't get a hat over my head, or I would have, all this hair. And then I put on, without it messing up. And I was freezing my bejeebers off. When I went to go into the building at my job, there was a guy there from Michigan. He's like, "Man, you're bundled up." I'm like, "Man, it's cold, dude." He goes, "It's not as cold as it is in Michigan." I said, "Well, you can keep that too." You could keep that cold. No, no. Uh-uh. I just can't handle it. I'm a puss. I've, especially now that I'm older. Maybe when I was younger, I could handle it better. But now I'm older and it's just as cold. Trying to blend this in a little bit. Blendy, blendy, blendy. Blending is important. Important. Okay, so that's. Let me get a clean brush and blend a little bit better. A little bit better. My yarn, all this yarn I've got in here, this is my happy place. Like, when I go into hospice or whatever, and they send me home, please put me in the yarn room. What is wrong with me to be thinking these thoughts? When I get to heaven, it's going to be endless yarn. Nah, I won't care about it. I'll just care about Jesus, so I ain't going to care about all the yarn. And the kin folks, being able to see them again. So do you think that, do you believe in reincarnation? And if you do you think that you're reincarnated around the same people? I've heard that theory before. I don't believe in reincarnation because it's not in the Bible. If it is, show me, because I want to see it. But gosh knows I'm not an expert on the Bible. But I do. I would find that quite interesting to talk about. I also watch the near-death experience episodes and things like that on YouTube. And I think that's quite interesting too. Iran, yay! I miss y'all's food. I miss the Middle Eastern food, and I know it's different from area to area. I know that, but there's still something about it, no matter where it's at, that is so good. The home cooked food. What's the one that you have? I can't remember it. It's basically rice and chicken. What's that one called? Hi, VJ. 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 How do you say your name? Vijaya? Lakshmi? Lakshmi? How do you say it? Please tell me. Okay. I'm not happy that this is exactly right. And I know y'all are like, what is wrong with you? I can't help it. I try to make it perfect, and I know that you can't make your makeup perfect. Okay. But I like to try. Hi, Kate. Pink with purple. I don't have pink today. I'm just doing purple. But yeah, you're right. I do like pink and purple. A friend of mine told me when he met me, instead of thinking I was pretty or whatever, he thought, man, she wears a lot of makeup. Alberta? Yeah? But he's since seen me not wearing all the makeup because on the weekends, you think I'm going to get ready unless I'm going somewhere. If I'm going somewhere. And it depends. If it's a dollar store, they'll be lucky to see me with some eyebrows on my head. That is the truth. Okay. Go. Mmm. Drives me absolutely nuts that it's not making a perfect. But that's okay because you go back in later and draw some brows in. Okay, let me put this back up. Right? Now, I might see the same people that work there because there's a dollar store right down by my house, and you know I have to go to it because it's right there. But I haven't went in my pajamas. Not yet. I'm sure it's on the horizon. Hey, Alexis, Istanbul. Cool. What you doing in Istanbul, girl? And where are you from here in America? Are you working or vacationing? Echo. What is a chicken and rice recipe name from Jordan?
Finding some chicken and rice recipes. I couldn't find a recipe for that, but I found a few that are similar.
That is not what I was looking for. That's not what I was looking for. She's like, on you. Oh. Food Lion. I don't know if I've ever been to Food Lion. There's so many things that have grown up around here that I don't even know. When I grew up, it was very... Hold on. It was very different. It was not the way it is now. There's just so many people. Thank you, Lisa. I was looking. Okay, when I was in Amman, Jordan, back in the early 2000s, I had they made it from scratch. It was a chicken and rice. All I remember was the chicken and the rice, and they had it in a pot, and they put newspaper all over the floor. and probably a big platter. I'm sure there was a big platter in the middle. And they took it, and I mean they, because it was so big, and flopped it over and then lifted the thing off of it. And then everybody, you use your hands. Everybody was circled around it on by the newspaper, on the newspaper, whatever. And then you would take with your hands, you would scoop and you would eat it. But that was the best chicken and rice I've ever had in my life. And I don't know what the name of it is. I would like to know. Not that I eat chicken anymore, but I could always use a Impossible or something like that. So yeah, I would like to, dang it, I would like to make some. I think it would be really good. Or I'd try to anyway. I probably couldn't make it like, like they did, but I could try. Okay, let me put my cool. Thank you, Kate. It's hard to see when I close this eye. This eye is not so good. It's hard to see what I'm doing. Hi, Missy. Thank you. I'm working on it. All my makeup, I'm working on it. Okay. It's 20 minutes till, but you know what? I don't have to be like really right there as early as usual. And I don't mind that at all because when I get there, I've got so much to do. It's not even funny. I haven't even looked at my Outlook yet. I don't even want to think about it. But I am thinking about it. Ah. Maklaba? Echo. Send me a reminder at 5 p.m.
What's the reminder for?
to look up Maklaba.
Okay, I'll remind you at 5 p.m.
I think that probably that sounds about right. Maklaba, maybe. Oh my God, Maddie just farted and it smells horrible. She needs to go outside. She's sleeping. That's when she farts, honestly. Or it could be she could do it, but she runs around. But man, she gets me. She gets me. Oh. Thank you, Kate. Thank you, Kate. Girl, I want to look and I want to see. I know that Impossible has some fake chicken, so if I could find it, and it doesn't cost an arm and a leg for the spices, I might make it. I appreciate you looking it up for me. I really do. I'm excited. If it's not it, whatever. If it's close, you know what I mean? Because that's a long time ago I had it. It was a long time ago. And you know that they might change stuff around when they're making it. You know, everybody puts their own spin on things. Well, except me. Well, no, I do. I do. Like when I make pinto beans, I used to put pork in it, but I don't eat meat anymore. So now, I just do salt and pepper. Thank you, Missy. Right. Right. Thank you, Kate. Thank you, thank you. Yeah. I've got these Alexas all over the house, and they're all different names. You have to name them different. I even have her in my car, and they've been talking about these updates that they did on her, and so far I'm not really seeing them so much on my one in the house, but the one in my car all of a sudden started talking to me like a human. I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. I couldn't believe it. Because I told her something about she didn't do something right, and she's just talking to me, and she's like, oh, I'm sorry, it's not what you need in an assistant or something like that. And I'm like, what is happening? Oh my gosh. Y'all, it is scary, but yet I still use it. They use it at work. They're switching over to as much AI as they can get at work to get rid of people. What are we gonna do, honestly, for a job? Unless you're, I don't know, an AI person. And I'm not seeing that that's doing that great either as far as jobs. If one of my friends has anything to say for it. Okay. I washed that, and from now on I have to wash it in the dryer because I got it all. I got one of my wash it in the dryer, wash it in the sink. Oh my God, it's because I'm thinking about work. One of my D's went through it. Hi, Tabby. I'm in the United States. It's a good place to be. I love it. I love my country. I feel that I'm blessed to have been born here. But I go back on my, you know, Ancestry.com tree. Uh-oh. I gotta put mascara on first. Did I? I don't think I did. Anyway, I go back and I look at that, and all my people came over not too long ago from Europe. One of my, it was a grandma and I guess another grandma, but it's a lady and her daughter. They came over, and I'm still working on that cardigan, that square cardigan. It's taking forever, but I see the end in sight, but I may have to crochet more squares, and I'm not happy about having to do that. Okay, I'm gonna have to put, I'm using these lashes over because they're expensive. Well, not major expensive, but to me expensive. So I'm just gonna go in, make sure all that's stuck good. And then this one. That one spot is messed up. Where is, there we go. Let's see. I need to quit playing and see if I can fix it. Okay. All right. Now, let me use what powder I have left, which is not much in this cup. Here we go. Lithuania. Cool, cool. Now, there is a thing in Livingston, Texas. Livingston Trade Days. Trade show days, something like that. In Livingston, Texas. And it is next month. And I will be there with my people. So if anybody's in Livingston, and I know, maybe not, but if you're near, come see me. I would love to talk to you in person. It would be fabulous. I would be so ecstatic. And you can see all the things that I've made. I haven't made anything really like crazy lately because every time I go, I don't really sell that much because there's so much competition. What I mostly go for is visiting, and I go shopping myself. Hi, Raven. What is hip HPPEI? What does that mean, Aaliyah? I don't know what that means, honey. I don't know what it means. What did I do with that one brush? Let me put this back over here. And did I put it down here? No. No, it's not in there. All right. Let me find another one. Before I get into this, I always do that because I want to get it done. But let me put this purple on first. Purple nurples. What does that mean? Was that a drink? Purple nurple? Like a soda, a grape soda or something? I don't remember. Wow. Okay. Alrighty then. Oh, dang. Remember, whatever you do on one side, you gotta do on the other. Always. Alright. Alright. I'm gonna blush. And I'm using this contour. Bye, Missy. You have a nice day too, honey. So what kind of powder? The powder that I'm using is under my eyes. I use Set It Up because it's white. I try to get it as bright as I can because, you know. Anyway. And then I use... I don't know what I do with it because I just got a new one. No. What did I do with it? I don't know what I did with it. Are those magnetic lashes? No, self-adhesive. But they need to be down here. Anyway, the other is like a really old brand. It's been around forever. And I use that on the rest of my face. But I put it in a glass container. And you don't have to. I just do it because I bought the container years ago, back in the 90s. And I think it's very pretty. Hi, Kate. Love you too, sweetie. Oh, good. I don't even think about that. I don't even think about that. I guess I should. If you wait until I get finished, I will find that one. Because I had to put it up there. It's up there somewhere because I cleaned up my makeup, my palettes. I tried to put them, you know, in some, according to size. It wasn't even the color. I need to do it to color. But that Profusion, that's the contour I use. Thanks, the Sprout. Well, I'm not sure who number one. I don't know. Okay. And I know it's powdered and it needs to be cleaned, but this is what I put it in. It's such a pretty container. I got it at Merle Norman, and like I said, 1,000 years ago. 1,000 years ago. Back when I was young. Honey, I ain't giving up. And I'm not even thinking about that. I'm thinking about meeting people. I live by myself. And I have met some of the most awesome people this way. I have such good friends now from this. From their channels, from my channels. Thank you, honey. What? What? Okay, so I'm putting this back up, and I'll tell you, the eyeshadow I use, again, Ace Beauté Paradise Fallen. I don't know why it says Fallen, because it should be Paradise Off the Chain. I know I'm a weirdo. If I was not on live, I would pause this and go get the lipstick I want and liner. But since I am, I'm just going to use this and I'll redo it at work. I have too much makeup already on my lips. Hold on. Uh-oh. 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 Okay. And this is Metallic Stop the Press CoverGirl. It's a very, obviously, very light purple. Really, you know, I have done that before, but I admit it all the time. A lot of times I don't take my makeup off. When I get home, I pull off my lashes. That's the most I do. And then I take my shower, put on my pajamas, and get ready to go to bed, basically. I know it's sad, my life, but it's okay because I'm happy. Anyway, I need to use this to get all the stuff off my black pants. And the perfume I'm using is an old one. Jovan Musk. Thank you, Kate. Please subscribe. That would be awesome. Then we can talk more. Because when I go live or whatever, which I try to do it in the mornings when I'm, you know, getting ready. Ugh, it's 6 o'clock. I've got to let the baby out. Okay, I always end my my videos with a prayer. So if you want to pray with me, that's cool. If you don't, that's cool. But I try to do that because I try to get my day off on the right foot. And for me, that'll do it. Hopefully. Okay. And something weird. Let me tell you something weird. So when I came home, this top drawer was so full I couldn't shut it. And it's like something went in there and pulled all my socks out. And they were hanging there. There was some over on this table, on the floor. Like, what the heck? And so I have this camera. Hold on. I have that camera. Okay. I have cameras all over my house. I watch my fur babies with them. And usually when I'm getting this chair, so I like to see where they're at while I'm at work. It's comforting. It's comforting when I get a chance to look that everything's cool in the house. So anyway, I don't know which cat it was. I think it was Wildcat. I think it was her. I think she, and it was very dark, and it was bouncing, the IR or whatever you call it was bouncing off of this. And so when that happens, everything is very dark around everything else. So it was dark because I rewound it and everything. And sure enough, there was a cat pulling out the socks and hollering and acting a fool. No, nothing broke. Nothing broke. Shockingly enough, the cat was just after pulling socks. I don't know. It was really strange. They're clean. I'm clean. I'm a clean person. I wash like crazy. I put the soap and the smell them good. Maybe, I don't know what was wrong with the cat, but I can't say which one it was for sure, but I think that's the one. Anyway, so now I've got to fix my camera and point it up a little bit. I have the drawer shut all the way today. I had to cram some stuff in there to shut it. So, yeah, definitely, I get it. Me too. Now, you wouldn't know it by looking at my house, but I have 5 cats and 1 dog, and it's so hard to keep up with them. Oh my gosh. But no more animals. I'm done. I'm done. Too old to get any more anyway. I got flea powder all over Ding Dong and her cohorts I could catch this morning. Like I said, the fleas are bad outside, and I don't want them in my house. I don't have carpet. Oh yes, Kate, I love to crochet. You want to see my yarn? Okay, wait. Let's walk over. I'll show you my yarn real quick. Now, one person said it was scary. Maybe it is. Probably it is to my friend. My friend's like, I told him, I said, I'm not going to need more yarn to finish what I'm working on now. And he's like, are you insane? You have so much yarn. Why would you need more? Well, he didn't understand. Okay, so here's my yarn. This is my yarn room. My yarn room. Ignore my clothing on the back of the chair. My yarn. All of this, well, not this, obviously, but all of this on this wall, this is for Amy's. And then up here on top, that's for trims on things. But I found that if you trim stuff, it's very hard to wash it. Once you wash it with this trim, the trim doesn't feel soft anymore. So, yeah, I crochet, and I love it. True. I know, Kate. Wow, that's what he said. He's like, oh my gosh, what's wrong with you? He goes, you're eccentric. I said, that's cool. I like being eccentric. I made this, and I love it. It's the first time wearing it. So, anyway, all right. Finds of the North Carolina foothills. Cool. You know, my son was born in North Carolina. Thanks, Kate. I try. I'm not talented like a lot of people that crochet, but I'm working on it. I've been doing it since my dad died in 22. And it's been a stress relief for me. And I dove right in it. Can you tell? I dove into it with all of the yarn. And I do this channel, so I do makeup in the mornings. And so I've dove into and there's probably powder. Yeah, look at that mess I made. Powder everywhere, but I dove into it too. So I've got a lot of palettes. So anyway, all right, let's do our prayer. I gotta go. It's already 7 minutes after 6. I used to not dread work, but now I do because it makes me nervous. I get nervous. I shouldn't be nervous, but I am. I am what I am. I am what I am. Here's my glasses. I use these for driving. A friend of mine told me, you should be able to see everything in those. I do. I do see everything in these. Thank you very much. I love them. Bye, Kate. Thank you, sweetie. Don't forget to subscribe, y'all. Anybody subscribe, it'd be great. Give me a thumbie, a like. Yeah. I know, a thumbie. I can't believe I said that. All right. So let's do a prayer. If you want to pray with me, cool. If you don't, that's cool too. All right. Jesus, please forgive me for my sins. Thank you so much for everything that you've done for me. You've kept me alive this whole time. I'm here for a reason, and I want to thank you for that. I want to thank you for my son and my grandbabies, my daughter-in-law, my friends and my family, all my friends that I'm meeting online. It's fabulous. Thank you for everything that you've done for me. Thank you for my fur babies inside and out. Thank you for my car, my job, and my home. And please protect all of them. Please protect my fur babies inside and out. Please help me to get a hold of everything as far as, fleas and things like that. You said if you don't ask, you don't get, so I'm asking. In Jesus' name, protect my animals so that they don't get fleas, and so they don't get fleas if they go outside. Protect my fur babies outside from the fleas too. Thank you, God. Thank you so much. Amen. Okay. I love you very much. God bless you. Thank you, Kate. Thank you, friends of the North Carolina foothills. Y'all give me a holler, and I'll subscribe to your channels too. I love you. God bless you. Take care, and I will see you probably in the morning. All right, love you.